Hello everyone and welcome back to Zoo Crafting! I am Zookeeper Seri, and normally I would jump up and down right now because I'm so excited to see you guys, but I think I would knock down all of my drying herbs up there, so we're not going to do that. But welcome back to Zoo Crafting, and we are currently inside of my root cellar in my house because I am admiring our new sugar station. It is a feat of modern technology. Look at how fancy this is. We put a presser and a hopper and a chest together in this corner where you can actually see the other side of my aquarium. So yeah, it's so fancy, but you know what? It works for right now, and I'm sure we can make something a little bit fancier later. I wanted to keep the sugar station in my house, specifically in my root cellar, and just not do anything too fancy like build a whole building, or I thought about putting maybe the sugar station out in the shed, and then I could do something fancy where like you put the like beets inside of the presser on one side, and then the sugar will show up through like a pipe system and pop into a crate on this side. And I don't know, maybe we'll do that. If you guys think that would be a fun project to tackle, let me know. But right now I think it's just more important to get the practical solution of sugar added up into this wonderful little chest right here. So speaking of practical solutions and sugar, let me go ahead and get more beets out. Oh, and by the way, I keep finding vegetables everywhere. In fact, I think we're starting to get a little bit of a vegetable backlog in this chest, and because this is where like the miscellaneous harvest will go, and I keep finding spinach and like beets all on the ground because we're actually full up. We have all 5 out of 5 pages filled in this chest. So I need to do something with these eggplant. I need to do something with all of this spinach. There's so much spinach and radishes and lettuce, and I think we need to cook something really yummy. So I was thinking maybe roasted vegetables to have a little bit of breathing room because there's just so many things. Look at all of these things. We have so many healthy foods, but what can we turn all of this winter squash into? Futomaki, which actually would be amazing, but wow, that's really fancy. So that's like, we could make a mixed salad. We could make veggie bait. We could probably take a lot of this down and make some veggie bait or some garden soup. Or we could make a whole bunch of stock out of our squash. Well, I mean, I guess there's that. I mean, you know, if you have extra fruit, you make preserves or jam, and if you have extra vegetables, I guess you make veggie stock. But really, that's quite a lot of vegetables. So we're actually going to go ahead and we're going to take the beets out. Oh, a thought just occurred to me. I wonder, can you load the presser? Can you load the presser? Can you put a hopper on top of a presser and a chest on top of that and have like a chest full of beets? You could just fill up multiple things instead of just like one stack of things at a time. And then you could end up, ooh, we just may have to make a fancier sugar station. So this is our kind of simple homegrown sugar station, and it is certainly working, but we'll come back to this later. And anyway, today is not the day I want to spend time frolicking with spinach, as exciting as that sounds. Today is actually the time when we are going to go to the Nimsia garden, and we're going to see how the Nimsia garden has grown, because tomorrow we are celebrating our 900th episode. Girls! I did not close that door. I don't think I closed that door, so I think they closed the bluebell. That is hilarious. But tomorrow is the day when we will be celebrating our 900th episode of Zoo Crafting and adding in a new tree to our Garden of Eden, which is where we put in all sorts of beautiful trees to signify every 100 episodes of Zoo Crafting. And I kind of can't believe it's already been 900 episodes. And to be honest, it's been many more episodes than that, Pine, my dear. He's like, "Are you ready to go, Mom? You ready to go? You said we go look at the azaleas today. Are you ready to go?" In just a minute, Pine, in just a minute. But it's been a lot more than 900 episodes of Zoo Crafting if you add in all the side quests, and you add in all of the specials, and you add in all of the side series, like Dog Quest and things like that, or like the Zoo Kitchen. If you add it all together, it's been over 900, but I think we're at least somewhere in the range of 900 episodes. So if somebody wants to add all that together and let me know what we're actually at, that would be cool. But tomorrow is the day we have chosen, kind of like if you forget, say, like your puppy's birthday, and maybe you're like, well, you know what, the puppy isn't going to know any different. We'll celebrate next Sunday instead. And so you do. That happened to my... That is adorable. I think Bluebell is shutting this door. That's hilarious. I didn't know she could do that. Maybe I did that? Who knows? I'm forgetful right now. Let's actually grab some food. I'm a little bit hungry. And these pina coladas that Nirne made for us sound amazing. So pina coladas, and because these are from my happy chickens, or squickens, I should say, I will nibble some egg sandwiches today too. But yeah, so I think we're somewhere in the range of 900 episodes. So I thought, why not go over and why not see what's going on in our Nimsia garden and add in some flowers to our Nimsia garden to celebrate. Because not only Pine, let's go ahead and grab a couple other puppies from the yard while we go over and do this. Because not only are we close to hitting 900 episodes of Zoo Crafting, which is 900 days of adventure and growing together and sharing my changes in life, I think I'm going to build a very, 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 very special custom tree to celebrate 900 episodes, to kind of celebrate the fact that, you know, in the last 100 episodes, I did have a lot of very serious things happen with my health, and I had the loss of my grandmother. My last remaining grandmother passed away. She was also my last remaining grandparent. Our dog Zoe passed away. A few of my birds passed away. I got really anxious and depressed, and then I came up out of it because of this world and our community and everything we've made. So I want to make a very special episode, or a very special tree is basically what I'm saying. Ash, you need to stay here with Relic and be a good dad. And then we have Tate and Lily, and then I brought Pine with me. And Alia, let's go ahead and bring Alia again. So I'm going to bring Alia, and I'm going to let Pine stay here. All right, good job, Alia. I'm going to let I'm going to let Tate stay here and hopefully teach Ash a little bit about what it means to be a good doggy parent. And then we'll take Lily, Alia, and Pine with us. All right, I guess Pine could actually stay. All right, Pine, you can come to the azalea garden, but then he might come back and stay because he is a good dad to his many puppies. So maybe he can teach his brother a thing or two. All right, but yeah, let's go and check on the azalea garden and pick this mango because I love mangoes. And I'm just really excited. I can't believe we've hit that many adventures. It's kind of a big deal. It's very, very surreal. Apparently I have a couple dandelions that my little hedgehog has given me, so let me go ahead and put those away. They almost look like little Nemesias too, and they actually grow into these big ones, which I think is kind of cool. And then let me go ahead and put away this puppy pack. Oh yeah, we were going to rename this. We're going to rename this to the doggy bag, actually, because somebody suggested renaming this backpack to doggy bag, since it's what we're going to start using to keep all of the finds that the dogs find during their special walk of the week. So we'll put that away. Let me go ahead and just tuck this away. And then how did I end up with so many sticks and cobwebs? Who even knows? Who even knows? I'll just put some of these away, and then I have so much cake I need to eat, and then puppy food over here. Sugar canes that I probably want to plant somewhere over here. Okay, zombie I got a cure. Oh my goodness, we've got so much stuff going on all the time. And then a note from Nirne about sugar abounding. Gonna put that away. There we go. And come on, puppies, come on. But yeah, it's been amazing. We have grown so much. Whoops, and there goes the lemons. We've grown so much in terms of adventures, and we have also grown as a community because we are now 83,000 strong, which if I think about too much, it actually makes me really overwhelmed. So we're just going to keep moving. Hello, little hedgehog. How are you today? Oh, yay, I got a new, ooh, lupin. He doesn't give me those too often. He must have found some of those seeds. How awesome. All right, then let's go ahead. Oh, do we have new mail? I think we might have new mail. All right, whoop, oh, there's like dandelions in my way. Oh gosh, there's lots going on here. What was that? Let's see. Return to sender? That's my request form! Jude, I thought it went to the right spot. That's my request form to the blacksmith to potentially have him, like, make me my new Silk Touch pick and perhaps move in and become a resident blacksmith for the zoo. I sent up a nice note about it. Is that all the mail I have? Okay. All right. And a note. Returned it. Was it the wrong address? To Seri of some backwoods zoo? My services are in extensive demand. If you wish for me to even begin to consider such an outlandish proposal as producing a pic of your requested specifications, let alone the suggestion that I might relocate my business to some unknown backwoods locale, then you must raise the stakes significantly higher. How one dare to submit such a proposal to a businessman such as myself without so much as a glimmer of sparkling ores to whet the appetite, I have no idea. It must be your unclothed ways are uneducated in the sophisticated manner that civilized craftsmen know to open discourse, by breaking the ice not with some flimsy kind letter, but with gold. Until then, ma'am. Signed, a disgruntled and civilized blacksmith. Oh my gosh! You could just take this. Well, I'll show him who's civilized. I won't chuck this right off the side of the cliff. But he's supposed to be one of the best blacksmiths in the area, and so I really wanted to get my new silk touch pick and a few other things made by him, but I didn't know he'd be such a foos bucket. I mean, I sent him a nice little request to see if he'd make my silk touch, and I did offer to pay him, but I guess he's saying that I need to give him some gold before he'll even consider the proposal of making my pick for me, so... All right, Jude, I will resubmit this form. Let me see. I've got a couple pieces of gold in here. I wonder if that's enough to wet his whistle. And got some iron in here. I'll show him. Oh, ho, ho. Look at that. I've got fancy things. You know what? Let's go make his head spin. I'm going to go find an ore that I'm sure he's never even seen. And that'll probably impress the socks off of him enough that he will send me... like a request begging to move to my backwoods zoo. I know we may not have grown the fastest, but I have added a lot of things lately. There's a viewing area for the red wolves. Okay, maybe I need to add a few other things in to really become a proper business and to attract people to come and like live in my zoo and live in my villages. But still, I'm working on it, Lily. I am working on it. How rude. Do I have any like really unique ore I could throw in his face and teach him what for? I do have some ore berries. That might be kind of interesting. Let's throw some. Well, that's aluminum, though. I don't think he'd find aluminum very interesting. There's bixbite ore, though. Lithium ore. There's a few things. Some bauxite ore, fluorite ores. Maybe not that one. The chromite. Ooh, that one sounds fancy. Is there anything I could make? Was that just a bubbling from downstairs? I do not want to have... Okay, Pine, do be careful. I feel like the vampire penguins... I feel like I'm standing on top of a volcano, to be honest, whenever we come in here. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. There's some tin ore. Let's show him what kind of ore I have over here. Maybe show him all my stuff. I haven't gone mining in forever, but I know I have lots of amazing things. Thank you very much. Kunzite ore, fluorite, inkerlite. I'll send him a few of these. Show him what for. Tankanite, more fluorite, aqua. Ooh, shiny aquamarine. But see, these are also things that I can't harvest again until, that I can't collect again until I get my silk touch pick. Because if I tried to collect up this aquamarine ore with a normal pick, it would actually shatter into the aquamarine crystals. Because that's the ore. And then it would shatter into these shards. And I really, really, really love just having the actual ores because I think they're so pretty, especially to decorate with around the zoo. So I do need this silk touch pick. I need to tempt him somehow. The essence berry bush isn't really like ore. All right, maybe this will do it. Maybe I can wet his whistle, so to say, with a few of these things. There's animal traps in here. I don't even know why there's animal traps in here, but we'll get those out. And then maybe I can send something like a few bauxite ores, teach him what for. And then, ooh, yeah, look at that. Send him a few things that I'm sure he's never even seen before. There, that's quite the sacrifice on my part to give him all of these things, but there'll be a little sampler of just what kind of materials you can find in my backwoods zoo. Throw the copper at his face. I'm not even going to give him any 10. He's probably just going to laugh at me if I give him 10. And then you know what? I'm not going to give him those ingots. I'm going to just give him a bunch of these, a bunch of my little ore berries, and then he can count the jingle of the gold nuggets. A big pile of gold nuggets probably looks a little bit more impressive rolling out of a package than a whole bunch of little gold ingots like this. So I'll send this all off and teach him what kind of backwoods zoo I run. Oh, well, I do kind of run a little bit of a backwoods zoo, but we're working on it. We're going to be more professional. We're going to have more things added in, more NPCs. I haven't even finished building like the entrance. I'm working on it, Alia. Oh gosh. All right. Well, we'll get to work on these things, but I have things to do. I need to go and check on my Nimsia garden and celebrate the fact that we have like, oh gosh, and there's some more tea leaves. Oh goodness. And there's, tomatoes. Maybe I should send him a tomato. I don't think that'd make him very happy, though. It'd be a bit of an insult. A tomato in your face, sir. I'm going to start, like, fist fighting and, like, tomato fights with people through the mail. Jude, don't let me do it, Jude. All right, Jude. Send all of this as offerings, precious, precious offerings to that very rude man, Jude, and let him know just what kind of backwoods zoo I run. So give all those to him and then see what he has to say about that. Thank you, Jude. I will flip my flag just to signify the moment. All right, let's get a move on. Our Nimsia garden is next up, and I do want to go and put some more flowers down to celebrate the fact that we are at about 83,000 members of our community. Oh gosh, yay, look at that! Woo! I love you guys too! All right, villagers! Yay, I got more cake. Oh my goodness, diamond? Diamond? Apparently someone dropped a diamond. Pardon me, JJ, or excuse me, Junior the Third, Junior the Second. There's a priest hiding in the closet. Oh gosh, all sorts of puns and jokes. Oh goodness, all right, where are we going here? Okay, nobody up here. All right, let's work our way down here. Okay, good. I didn't see a diamond. I really wanted to find the diamond that they supposedly dropped, but that's okay. But yeah, we're going to work our way over to the Nimsia garden, and let's feed the puppies really quickly before I forget. But yeah, we're going to work our way over to the Nimsia garden and work on adding in more Nimsias because as you guys know, where's my third hungry puppy? Ah, there she is. Because as you guys know, those Nimsias represent our community. So every Nimsia represents 100 members of the community. And the Nimsia flowers I really like because they have so many different blossoms and buds on them that you can really imagine that you're kind of tucked up in the plant with 99 other members of our community. And then just to see all the Nimsias spread out in the big garden, it really helps me remember how many people make up our community. And there's so many of us, and now it's raining. No, why? I'm sure it'll be fine, but there's so many of us. Oh gosh, and there's my big statue, and that really scares me sometimes, to be honest, to have that many people listening to our adventures and following us around. But at the same time, I try to remember how important that is. Wither. Oh my, I don't know. Oh my. Oh my. I don't know who Lizzie was. I think she was the dog at the doggy daycare, but I'm pretty sure they're fine. I'm going to jump up here. Oh my goodness. But yes, like I was saying, is she okay? Why would there be like a wither? Okay, let's jump down here and we'll check on the dog and the doggy daycare while I talk about this. But I am humbled and nervous, and I get so excited and oh, pardon me, oh, watch your step, we've got lots of dogs to clean up after, just warning you. Oh, thank you so much for the warning. All right, everything looks okay in here. Yeah, see, Lizzie's right there, so she's fine, and Devin's right over there. Yeah, everybody at the dog daycare is fine, so don't worry about them. But yeah, all right, come on, Pine, come on, Lily, come on, Alia. Yeah, the thing is, with our community growing, it's not something I really set out to make happen. I'm an adventurer and a storyteller and an educator, and I love being all of those things, and apparently a lot of people love that too, and now we have this big, beautiful, wonderful community. And sometimes it's really easy to get caught up, especially in zoocrafting, in my tiny little world. And being able to sit in a Nimsia garden helps me look around and remember how many people decided to share our world and our community with us. And that just has such a huge impact. And that's a cat! Mr. Cuddles? Oh my goodness! Wait a second! Is this my Nimsia garden? I mean, that part's the same, but not those. And not that. Oh my gosh! Ah! That tree's not there! Like, I mean, that tree is there, but that tree wasn't there, and what the heck? This little... What is this? Oh my goodness! Ooh, look at this. It's like... Oh my gosh, it's like a little viewing area. You can see the village from up here. This is so pretty. Oh, look, all of my Nimsias! My Nimsias have spread! Oh my gosh, and there's these beautiful hedges. Oh my gosh, those are pretty. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. That's so pretty. Look at this. This is an empty log. It's an empty stump full of water with a lily pad that's growing on top. Lily, this is beautiful. Oh my gosh, there's another cat, Fluffy. And Gardener Mason? Oh my goodness. Sir? Oh my gosh, there's like even more Nimsias and the path just keeps going up. Excuse me, sir. Are you responsible for all of this? Excuse me, Gardner Mason, is it? Ah, hello there. Oh my, don't mind me. Just an old man relaxing in this beautiful garden. No need to trouble a young'un like you. Ahem. Not like I'm bored or anything like that. Or lonely. Or old. So old and bored and lonely. Oh, you're still here? Do you happen to have a moment after all? Okay, of course. Gardner Mason, I think is your name. Well, you haven't introduced yourself, so... Oh, well, that is wonderful then. Well, if you are sure you have a moment, I could always use a moment of company. I'm Mason Potter, unfortunately retired gardener. I stopped by to visit my grandson at his new job at the dog food bakery and noticed there was a neglected garden sitting here. And, well, one thing led to another and I spruced the place up a bit. What do you think? So that's what happened to my Nimsia garden. Well, it looks great. Honestly, I will just take the dead stump full of water and lily pads and consider that like golden. But the hedges, and it's like the path has been spread and the Nimsias have spread. It looks great. Ah, thank you. I have to admit, it felt wonderful to spend time working through the weeds and tending to these lovely Nimsias. I found several old stumps buried in the tall grass and was able to encourage many saplings to take root, not to mention sculpting the hedges into lovely arches. Not bad at all if I do say so myself. Though my back is feeling all this work, and I suppose it may be time for me to head back home. Yes, back home, where there is so much to keep an old man like me busy. Don't let it sound me about your way up. All right, Mason. Would you perhaps like to stay? You've done an amazing job. And, you kind of hit an uncomfortable nail on the head by saying that this is a neglected garden, sir. So I really could use a gardener's touch if you would like to stay a bit longer. Stay and care for the garden, you say? Well, that may not be such a bad idea. In fact, well, right, you don't even have to worry about twisting my arm or anything like that. I'll be happy to stay and help. Though, my old back, perhaps, you wouldn't mind lending me a hand from time to time. I'm a talented gardener, mind you, and I'll have this place looking like an award-winning park in no time. But, oh, well, I am an old man, so old, and my back isn't what it used to be. Would you mind stopping by to pull up the weeds now and then? You look like a healthy young'un after all. Plus, that will give me some more time to work on sprucing the place up. Oh, I can't wait to tell my grandson. All right, well, very nice to meet you, Gardner Mason. I have and I guess these are his cats, Mr. Cuddles. Oh my goodness, and where'd Fluffy go? Oh my gosh, can I see Fluffy? I wonder if the dog scared Fluffy away. Oh my goodness, so look at this. I have no problem with you staying, sir. That's a flower and a tree stump. I am so going to see if we can get these tree stumps over at the temperate forest area of the zoo. Look how pretty they are, Alia. Oh, the puppies like the tree stumps too. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. What a beautiful planter. I can't wait to see this everywhere. And there's Nemesias all over the place. Alia, where are you going? Oh my gosh, there's another little hedge. What is this? Oh my goodness. It's another viewing area. Look at the view you can get of Zonberry Village over here. Oh, it really makes me want to expand the village over into this section that I've always wanted to do too. I'm pretty sure if I start meeting with Junior or JJ, whichever one of them wants to run Zonberry Village, and then maybe start meeting with, well, I guess there's not really anybody in the Village of Light, but eventually whoever wants to run the Village of Light, and then maybe even meeting with Prefect Lucius, who runs Relic Ruins. Maybe we can get more community projects done and built. Oh, I know, Alia. I knew you're such a good girl. Who's a good girl? Who's a good girl? Oh man, I love this. Look, the dogs can't jump to their doom down off the cliff because they're blocked by a fence. That's a very practical safety measure that I probably need to utilize more often in my own zoo. And there's even a little Minkia bench built by Pavo, sold at Minkia, that you can just sit down and you can have a really great view. Kind of my backyard, uncomfortably enough, but also of the entrance to the zoo. You can see Mushroom Island. You can see the Tree of Light. You can see Zonberry Village. Very, very lovely indeed. Oh my gosh. And there's Nimsias everywhere. So let's come down and check on our little Nimsia box. Oh gosh, this path is very nice. Oh, look, there's Fluffy again. That's so cool. But yeah, this path is much, much nicer than the old path that I used to have, which is to say I actually didn't used to have a path at all. And I love these hedges. Oh, I would probably start coming to spend a little bit of extra time here instead of just kind of like only popping by when I needed to add flowers. This would be really nice. Oh, hi, Fluffy. And I guess we can come over, and so what Keeper Mason, or Keeper, well, you can tell I have zoo crafting on the mind, zoo building, but what Gardener Mason asked us to do for his old back is to pull up, oh, look at that, I got some seeds, is to pull up some of this grass. So I definitely may get to work on that too. So I'll peck away at all of this, and we can come by and help him out with moving the grass at some point in the future. Maybe he'll have some gardening tips or some things, some little advice or things he's found in the grass that we can get from him in the future. So I'll just clear. Well, you know what? I could probably just, maybe I want to, can I just, yeah. Oh, wait, I think one of my puppies stole that. Stole it, and ha! I got the herb garden that time. We'll go ahead and hand collect these herb gardens because it would kind of be fun to build a little greenhouse that was full of these herb gardens and just keep like the herb gardens at the very back or like every 3 and then just clear out the ones like that are every 2. Basically, these will grow is what I'm saying. They'll spread on their own. So we might make rows where we go in and when they've grown, harvest them, and then we like leave the main rows alone. Oh, I got a tomato seed. Very interesting. I'll just gather these up. I'm sure that's what the gardener wanted. Maybe he'll do something fun with this area if we can get all the weeds pulled up. So, all right, there we go. That's actually, oh, I really love doing that. So I wouldn't mind helping him out over here. Oh gosh, I missed one. How embarrassing. All right, watch out. I know the puppies are like, Mom, this one, you missed this one. All right. Well, let's see how many Nimsias he planted, and let's make sure it's the right number of Nimsias. And then I got to get the puppies home out of this rain so that we can plant our special tree tomorrow. And I kind of want to make, with all of the sugar we've been gathering, some sort of special cake, perhaps? Some like celebratory cake that I can give out to all of my awesome friends, all of the zoo crafters, and just let them know how much it means to share this world with them. So maybe cake, or maybe something even fancier. We'll have to come up with something super duper fancy we can turn the sugar into. And then we'll share that with everybody to celebrate 900 episodes of zoo crafting, which is, it's kind of a lot. I wonder if I should commission some sort of building. That would be kind of cool, like some sort of little Da Vinci art piece. All right, so this is the book and quill that we keep the total number of flowers planted in the Nimsia garden recorded in. And every single one of these Nimsia flowers represents 100 members of our community. So you are welcome to pick whatever flower, it could be the one right under Fluffy, that makes you feel like you are part of our community. These flowers have tons and tons of little buds on them, so there's 100 of you per flower. And look at this. Look at this. This is how not alone you are. This is how not alone I am. Surrounded everywhere by people who share a passion, who share an interest, casual or serious, obsessive and fandom-ish, or just to help time go by. This represents our community. And I know everybody, including myself, especially because I work at home alone all day with just my geckos and birds and my wonderful darling, of course. But sometimes you can feel a little bit lonely when you're doing all of this. And you can feel like, what does it matter? Putting down one block and sharing it with everybody. Will they care? Should they care? Does this matter? So that's why I come to the Nimsia garden, to have those really serious thoughts and talks. And remind myself that it matters. Look at all these people. It matters. Not for their attention, but for their sake. To try to make something that matters. Something that can give happiness and joy and inspiration and creativity and a sense of adventure to the world at large. To everybody that you see here. That's why it matters. And sometimes it's really overwhelming. You can imagine how it just makes that anxiety go through the roof. And sometimes I have to remember what so many of you amazing people say, that it doesn't matter what we do. It just matters that we show up and we're here in it together. Some days it may be pulling weeds for Gardener Mason. Some days it may be breeding giraffes. Some days it may be adventuring through the world. Some days it may be mining. Some days it may be breeding kittens. Who knows? But no matter what, it's just the act of sharing it together. and all of the ups and downs and all of the mistakes I've made and the personal challenges and triumphs and growth and sorrows that I've gone through in life, I've shown up and done my best for 900 days and more to share it with all of you. And there's so many of you now. And I don't know what the future holds. And like I said, it can get really overwhelming. And all I can think when I look out at all of this is I'm not doing it for the attention of all these people or all these flowers, which is a lot less scary. Maybe that's the key to secret public speaking, is imagine everybody's flowers, but for their sake. So sometimes I'm not going to make anything super duper awesome, special, life-changing, but I'll try my best to be there and just share the experience with you guys. And hopefully whatever that experience is, goofy or serious or learning something Lily, or just sharing the development and growth of our world over the years, whatever that is, I hope at some point, even if it's not today, maybe not next time, maybe not the week after this, but I hope at some point it can be that thing you really, really needed. So on the awesome note of the rain clearing up just then, let's go ahead and celebrate the fact it has been 838 flowers planted for 80,000 even, and 800 people. And that's something very special, because that's that many people that we all have the opportunity to say kind things to and to try to inspire and to care about. So I'll do my best to live up to all of that, even if some days it's just silly sorting sugar and cooking in my kitchen. And some days it's going to be more serious conversations about the breeding habits and conservation status of red pandas. And some days it just may be sitting up here admiring the beauty of our world. But I'll be your companion and you'll be mine for all of those adventures. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.